Oh hello, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to transform into a sexy devil. Here you can see me literally contracting the sinus infection I'll have for the next 2 weeks. I start this look by wetting and slicking back my hair. So I spritz my hair and I get it nice and saturated because today I'm not going to be unleashing the curls. I go ahead and I brush that back using a round brush and just slick it back in a hat. I know this look is about to involve a lot of powder and a lot of cream paint, so I go ahead and moisturize thoroughly. And then taking a red in this color wheel, this Bend My color wheel I have that has honestly lasted me forever. Just go ahead and stipple that out using a ripped beauty blender and a foundation brush. Using some of this Mehron cream pressed pigment. It's a clay pot. It's really hard to describe. The color is worn, but I dust that along and I really set this color and I try and make it as not patchy as possible. Halfway through, I questioned whether it was eye safe, and then I decided, who cares, it's eye safe today. Just pack that on there, kind of fade it out towards the ears and the neck. I don't want it to be as pigmented. I'm not trying to wash red out of my beard, and honestly I don't like wearing paints all over the body. Taking a cherry-like lipstick, just run that over the high planes of the face, along the bridge of the nose and the cheekbones. This kind of helps add a little bit of glow so it's not so flat. Taking a little bit of white, I pat that on under the eyes and on the tip of the nose, and this is just to add some highlight. I do go back in and add a little bit more later just to over accentuate and really draw that light forward. Taking a purple Wet n Wild lipstick, I run that along the temples and right under my cheekbones to kind of help build some dimension and some shade. Taking that same foundation brush, I pick up that same lipstick and I just blend it out a little bit into the edges towards the hairline. Going back in with that white, I just go back in on those highlights and really draw it forward. Want it to have a decent shine to it. Just tap that out and blend. Keeping the shape on the edges of the nose, the very tip of the nose a little buttony, bringing the brow bone up. Taking glucose from the blood sugar palette, I pack that along the eye, all along the lid. Using a flat packer brush, I go in with a little bit of coma, and I just dust that along the crease, really sculpting it out, creating a higher crease bone than I normally have. Going in with a little bit of intravenous, I use the chocolatey brown to deepen the crease. I take a little bit of root canal and I just dust that on the inner corners, kind of trying to breathe some life and some color into this look. I really dust it in, like, trying to make this color pop. It is a really pigmented, nice and creamy color. Taking more glucose, run that along the inner corner and the 3/4 of the eyelid, making it look a little bit bigger, kind of making that cut crease shape. Also take glucose along the brow bone and just under the wing to kind of build shape. Taking some candy floss on a wet packer brush, I dab that into the inner corner. This color is absolutely gorgeous. So I wish I could bathe in it. I want a whole pan that I could just rub myself in. Taking donor on the same wet packer brush, I run that along the eyelid, adding some shine. I'm going to add a little bit more dimension with this LA Colors loose pigment. Going back in with intravenous, I'm going to run that along the wing. This is going to help make a smokier look. I put it into the lash line, pull it outwards. This is going to help make the wing a little bit more diffused and look a little bit smoky and sinister. Taking off the rest of the pigment on my lips, I use a little bit of coma and I just contour with that using the same little angled face brush from before that I was putting on all the red pigment on my face. Taking some color ions from Maybelline. This is the Chrome Master Color something. I got it on clearance, I won't lie. Then a little bit of Becca highlighter on the cheek. Using some more of that Becca highlighter along the nose, I help make it look intense and pop. A little bit of that felt tip liner in the brows to kind of make them look a little bit more furrowed and angry. Really shaping it out, I make the inner corner a little bit more sharp. Run some mascara in the lashes. Wiping off the pigment from my forehead, I take a little bit of spirit gum in the shape of the horn. I also apply that to the back of the horn and tap it until it's sticky. Once it's tacky, you know, it will help hold up those horns. I tilt my head and let it dry. It's got both of them on, kind of gonna accentuate the hairline, adding a little bit of a widow's peak. Using that same felt tip liner, I really liked the effect this was giving, so I actually ran it along the entire hairline. Using the same felt tip liner, I realized I made a mistake, and I did a little dot. Not worth going back in and fixing. I didn't want to make a patch in it. I start making a wing to match the other eye just by using short little flicking motions, tilting my head back and making sure they're symmetric. They land in the same parts of my face. I realized that the other wing just had a little bit of a curve to it, so I went ahead and I went back in, giving this one a little bit more flare upwards, making it a little bit sharper. Going in with the black cream paint and this color wheel, I go ahead and I stipple that around the horns, adding some more dimension. I smoke it out, and then I go ahead and I add some more deep lines going outwards, almost like a starburst. Not the candy, like, you know what I'm saying. Taking some black hairspray, I just stipple that along the collarbone, spray it down the neck. Wanted to add a little bit of shadow, make it a little smoky, a little devilish. This stuff did not wash off easy, I won't lie. If you guys liked this look, feel free to subscribe, comment, or like down below. I love hearing suggestions. Yeah, that's about it. We're gonna fluff up our hair a little bit. We're going to get a little spooky. Tutorials, Halloween style. So funny, so right. A little bit of posing, a little bit of voguing, and now it's time to go, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment or don't. Bye.